Hey y'all, hey, welcome to my YouTube channel. My name is Shay. Today's video is going to be your yearly, the whole 2021 overview of what you need to know for the year for each zodiac sign. Yay, thank you for coming. I know it's a little late, but y'all, I is tired. The new year kind of came in swinging, okay? So I'm going to go through each sign, starting with Aries, giving you guys an overview of what you need to know for like the entire year, clarifying any areas that need help, and we'll go from there, okay? Hey Aries, welcome to your reading for 2021. Yay, we made it. Okay, I know it's a little late, but my bad, big dog. All right, so Aries, the first thing I heard when I pulled your cards for 2021 was clarity of purpose. So that's kind of what's really going to be going on for you throughout 2021. I'm feeling like you're really going to get into who you are, what you want to do, what you want to be. You're probably already feeling that way. I feel like a lot of you might have come into the year kind of being very certain of yourself, or very certain of at least what your goals are, or searching for the answers of those things. The Salamanders is a card of like bravery and like really pushing forward and going forward, but also being level-headed and strict. And I feel like that's where you're going to be. Like, this is obviously a fire card. And I feel like that just represents you and the energy that you're going to bring into 2021. We also got Yansa here. Yansa in this deck is a little sassy. You know what I mean? She goes after what she wants. She's swift. She moves fast. She studies. She literally goes for the jugular. Goes after what she wants. And I feel like this is representative, again, of your energy. You're going to be standing in your power for sure. Whatever that may be. So whether that's your power of knowing who you are, or the power of your energy. Like, I really get this feeling of you're not dimming your fire anymore. Whether that's by your own fault or by those of other people. And that's another thing I want to talk about. There is this energy surrounding you. I think this is more so towards the end of the year. There's the moon here, and there's also the earth element here. The earth element came out first. That does represent Taurus, Capricorn, or Virgo, but it doesn't have to be a person. But I'm also sensing that there's some type of sorrow that's going to come throughout the year. And that comes up in multiple places. The 5 of water with him drowning there. And trying to pull himself up by that broken branch child. And then we also got the 5 of air here in reverse. Yeah, I just noticed those are 2 5s. What? Change gonna come. This year's a 5 years. These are 5s, okay? So we have this in reverse as well. And the 5 of air represents envy and greed, negativity, and definitely sorrow. And again, we're seeing sorrow multiple times. Again, that's just what this means in this deck. So honestly, the message that I'm hearing is that your sorrow is going to be is going to be externally. You may be trying to change. You may be trying to see something different in your life. And you may start learning more and more how many people are kind of gunning for you in a negative way, or how many situations are turned against you. Do I think it's going to stop you? No. I get this feeling that like you just don't care. We talked about this in your monthly reading for January, but I get this feeling like you just don't care. Even if you care, you don't notice it. A message from air and then 10 of air are both cards of kind of rising up and rising to the occasion. Like, stick to what you're working on. Again, and it doesn't always have to be a project, because I know I tend to talk about projects a lot on this channel, because I really genuinely believe that everyone should be working towards something that brings them joy. It doesn't necessarily have to be like a money venture or anything like that. But whatever you've decided to do for yourself, Aries, whether that's you being a more healthy person, a more mentally conscious person, starting a business, putting more effort into your relationships, being calmer and not working yourself so hard. If you've put your mind to something, it's for a reason. You decided that you needed to do something for yourself, for your own health, your own mental health. There is going to be some type of significant relationship. I ain't gonna lie to you. We talking love, we talking soulmates, we talking soul family. For any of you who's actually looking for love, or who has this kind of like intention to find someone who you can be romantic with, or find people who get you, you're only going to get there by being more yourself. Oh, getting a good message. So this is what I'm picturing. I'm picturing a person who's like really working through their stuff. You know what I mean? They're working through their emotions. They going to the gym. They pushing through whatever you're working on. And then it's like everyone who doesn't belong pushes out. Everything that doesn't belong pushes out, because you're focused on your vision. And the only way to create the vision that you want is to kind of shuffle everything around you, because those things don't fit into your vision. Now that the space is clear, whether that's people, whether that's location, whether that's environment, money, whatever. Now that the space is clear for new, that's when these people come in. That's when you meet those new friends. That's when you meet that boo thing. That's when you meet, you see what I'm saying? I would say June-ish, you'll start to see some changes in your love life and changes with like in the people that you spend time with. It's time. There's some injustice here. Shango came out as well. There's some injustice here. There's some stagnant energy just overall that I think that you're releasing and kind of fighting against, that's been very restrictive in your life. And by, in 2021, I wouldn't necessarily say you getting rid of it, but you daggone tired of it. I ain't gonna lie to you, okay? So let's clarify this couple card, because I'm curious. What does Aries need to know about their love life or their in relationships in 2021? What does Aries need to know about their love and relationships in 2021 overall? Any messages for them? Thank you. Awesome. Okay, so we got it's a plan, getting asked out, text message or call with intent to date, tentative plans, solidifying a plan. We got an affair, or secrecy rather. I be jumping the gun. Okay, we got an affair, hiding something, use discretion, surprise, collaborate, protection, denying risk. Okay, and then we also have team awesome. Healthy and open communication, spending time together, compatible and on the same page. Okay, so I'm kind of seeing a split. This secrecy card, I feel like, can go multiple ways. But some of you are probably in a relationship that isn't very healthy, and this may be the very thing that is depressing you or pulling you down in 2021. You are realizing that this may not be the relationship for you. These may not be the people for you, whatever the case may be. And things start kind of coming out, and you start learning things. This risk also pops out for me as well. I feel like some of you are going to have to be okay with going out of your comfort zone in 2021, especially if you're looking for love. I think you are probably naturally going to do it because, again, remember, you're doing different things, right? So I feel like you're going to be in different rooms with different people, and then you're going to meet a person, or you're going to meet these people who introduce you to these people. And that's when you're going to make that shift. But you have to be willing to take the risk in the first place. Again, where you're pushing forward, make sure you're pushing forward in a direction that is healthy for you and that gets you where you're going, and that's where you'll meet the people who understand you. I've heard that somewhere about how if you do things that you like, you meet like-minded people, and I feel like that's the vibe. Okay, again, some of you may have someone, find out that there's an affair, maybe you're having an affair or something like that, but I think it only plays a part so that you can get where you're trying to go in as far as romance goes. Also, with It's a Plan and Team Awesome, I feel this energy of, okay, like I said, some of y'all are coming into a soulmate. And again, remember, let's all keep in mind, soulmates do not necessarily have to be a romantic partner. This could be a friend. This could be a business partner. This could just be somebody off the street, child, that you get along with. But I do think that some of you are coming into a soulmate relationship of some kind. Maybe some of you are getting asked out on a lot of dates. You're really having a good time in regards to love. Someone out there needs to be more decisive. Because you may be getting the offers, but I feel like there's only one offer you need to be paying attention to in 2021. And you may be playing the field and enjoying all of the fun and the attention and the text and the da-da-da-da-da. But if they don't fit your requirements, if they don't fit where you're trying to go and what you're trying to do, why bother? Any clarity on Aries' career in 2021? Anything they need to know? Career and finances, how are their finances looking in 2021? So your finances, and this is just me going off intuitively, study, research, really get down to business, and don't just take this approach of everything gonna be all right, I don't have to do anything. Yes, you're having a blessed year. This year you'd have to create an environment where the success or the money or the career path that you're looking for can thrive. So you can't really say okay, I'm gonna make $1 million doing XYZ, but you don't even know what XYZ or how to get to XYZ. That's where research comes in. That's where, really understanding the process comes in. But I also got no complaining and attracting, not chasing. With these two, again, like I told y'all in y'all January reading, so it's funny that it's coming out again. Be very careful with your words. Stop complaining and spreading the energy of negativity. Your words are important in 2021. Affirm yourself. Say affirmations every day. Try to avoid conversations that ask for you to complain, because I think it's one of those situations for you, Aries, for some of you. I'm not going to speak for all of you, but there's some of you out there, the situation is very serious, because I get this vibe of people think you're humble bragging. because like you have so much positivity going in your life that they're like, you have a problem. And it's like, yes, I have problems like everybody else, but you know, they're not seeing it that way. And then for others of you, if you are having a particularly bad year, if you're not even letting the blessings come in, you're trying to force and control every single aspect of it, then you're not gonna like get anything. Be cool. Anything that you're chasing is running in the other direction. Be cool, do your part, and then let the universe do the rest, okay? Any final messages, final thoughts for you in 2021? Any messages for the zodiac sign Aries for 2021? What messages do you have for Aries in 2021? Yes, the age of light. You've been training for this for lifetimes. And that's kind of the vibe I get, Aries. I feel like you know what you're doing. You know your power. You know who you are. Act like it. You know what I'm saying? Walk in it. Don't let things discourage you. If it's been a tough time, it's been a tough year, it's been all of that, it's irrelevant, because you are like, and I just feel the need to tell somebody, like, you are light. I feel like someone is turning the dial on their own light constantly, because they don't want to seem boastful. They don't want to seem they don't want to seem too big for life. So they try to say, okay, let me tone it down a little bit, because I don't want anyone to think that I'm conceited. I don't want anybody to think I'm this. Or like I said earlier, you're telling everyone your problems because you want them to take you off of a pedestal, or make you seem relatable. That's the word I'm looking for. And you are relatable. You know that you have a kind heart. You know you be doing your best. You know you be out here grinding. But also, you know what I'm saying? You are amazing, just like everyone else. And anyone who sees you negative, or any situation that sees you other than what your intentions are, they're meant to see you that way, okay? So shine that light this year. Be who you are, okay? Thank you so much for watching this reading, Aries. Bye. Hey, Taurus. Welcome to your 2021 reading. We're going to go ahead and hop right into your cards. Definitely be about your paper in 2021. So there's a very strong message with the Four of Earth here, right? You see him standing on his coin, okay? But he's standing up there by himself, okay? On this coin. Money's pretty much going to be very good for you. Some of you are going to be aiming for some level of success at something. Maybe you're trying to get your finances together. Maybe you're trying to buy something. You're trying to invest in something. Money's good. Sometimes you have to consider that when you're trying to level up, everybody can't come. This year, I really genuinely feel like there is going to be some realizations around the people that you hold dearly. There's a lot of opportunities that will come back around that maybe you thought, were lost, or that you'll never get back, things of that nature. You'll have another opportunity at whatever these things are. Again, with a message from Earth, money is good, okay? You may get a promotion, you may get paid for something, maybe a little stimmy, number 2, whatever. Money's great, okay? We're doing really good in that area, but I ain't gonna lie to you, boo. There are some cards in here in regards to stress and having too much on your boat that is coming out a lot. There's a lot of negativity surrounding you. There's definitely some imbalance going on for you in 2021. I think that you may put way more on your plate than you are prepared to handle. And that causes some type of irritation. That causes some type of introspection. Negative things happening, maybe neglecting those around you, or being a little too me focused or money focused. And then we also have the Ace of Water that talks about imbalance. There's 2 scenarios going on with these cards, but I'm gonna speak on one and I'll speak on the other later. Be careful about overworking oneself, especially if you're overworking as a distraction, or especially if you're overworking to prove a point and not because that's what you want to do. Because you're a Taurus, you like to bore through things and like push through things and put your feet down and huff and puff and like kill it. But at the same time, how much can you really carry on your back? How much can you really run forward with on your back? So I think you have to be very careful about what you're putting on your plate and whether or not it's worth being on your plate. And you also have to be careful about people, and if they're thinking like you, if they have the same interests as you, do they even want to come, okay, on this journey that you're going on? Because that, I think, is going to be a very big thing for you as well. Another thing that I'm hearing is falseness. With the Outcast, think of the Outcast as the Fool. In a regular tarot deck, if you're familiar with tarot, it's brand new, great potential. You know what I mean? He's ready to kill it because he doesn't really know what's out there in the world. in reverse in this deck, there's a level of trying to find who oneself is, or being really quick to change up. So you're either dealing with someone who changes their minds, like they change their underwear, child, or you are dealing with not being able to stick with what you want. And for some reason I'm hearing this at the beginning of the year. There's someone who's wishy-washy, they're everywhere, they don't know who they are, they don't know what they want, or at least that's how you take them. And that is going to have an effect on whatever else you're going on. It's almost like I'm seeing a scenario of a person who serves as the solid person in someone's life, if that makes any sense. Like they serve as the person who's always there, and because they're always there, this person just like throws everything their way because they know they're going to be there to catch it. And you may start realizing that doesn't work for you in 2021. Also, some of you may be struggling with finding your voice and who you are. That's a thing as well. And that's not to say that you don't know who you are, but like really narrowing down what you want for your future. I think that's going to happen too. So with this 6 of water here, you see this young lady, little mermaid. She went back to visit her fish friends because, you know, they feel her, they understand her. But this in reverse is saying that, you know, this may be a relationship that's holding you back. This may be friendships that are holding you back. They really don't, they're not evolving with you. They're not seeing your change. They're not understanding your change. And so you guys kind of have to, you know, it's not that y'all have to get away from each other, but you kind of do, because they don't really understand you. Same here, we talking about vanity and pride with Oshun in reverse. This may be in a romantic relationship for some of you. You may realize like, okay, we're not on the same page, or we can't figure it out. Maybe you get tired of the wishy-washiness and you just feel like, okay, you're holding me back. And I also see this here with the 3 of Earth. There's a lack of collaboration somewhere going on in your relationships as well. Some of you may be parents, and so, you know, you see the little baby giraffe. So there may be a child involved in this. But I think, like I said, finances, money, career, anything like that, discovering your self-worth, those are really good things. I just think romance is going to be a little bit restricting for you in 2021. Let's clarify Taurus's love life in 2021. What does Taurus need to know about their love life in 2021? Any cards for that? Clarifying. Okay, so that makes complete sense. So we have who's walking who. Ooh, baby outside. We have who's walking who, okay? So it says control, power issues, resistant, unenthusiastic, being led on, getting pulled and overpulled. Okay, so there's someone who's keeping a leash on everything. They're keeping a leash on their emotions. They're keeping a leash on you. Maybe you're allowing yourself to be attached, something of that nature. This could even be representative of you. What really stuck out for me is being led on and getting pulled or overwhelmed. You see, so there's something about being overwhelmed in 2021 in regards to your relationships. So again, this person could be so wishy-washy that it's too much for you. Maybe you're not understanding where they're coming from is too much for you. Maybe you're too much for them. It's something that's going on there, and I don't think it's a very healthy dynamic. And this is because someone might be on guard. Okay, so we have competing for someone, at an impasse, guarded, needed space, takes time, skilled interaction. So this may be someone that just always keeps their distance. Again, this could represent you too, Taurus, but I'm getting an outside energy. And, you know, you don't really know what's going on with them. You know, you try to understand, but you're not really understanding each other. And again, I think this relationship is holding you back because you spend more time trying to figure them out than you do actually being with them. Let's go ahead and clarify their career and finances. Any messages for Taurus's career and finances in 2021? Anything else that they need to know? Ooh, let go of guilt. When you allow your light to shine brightly, you inspire others. Forgive yourself for what you think you've done or not done. I mean, there's more there, but learn to grow past mistakes instead of berating yourself for them. If some of you are feeling any guilt, which I don't know where you would feel guilt. I don't know if it's because a relationship might end or might be causing difficulty. Maybe for some of you, you behaved a way or something didn't go positively somewhere in your life. And you're feeling like it's your fault. So maybe that's why you're consistently dealing with these people who no longer serve you. Because you're like, dang, I messed up, so let me try to fix it. And that's not to say you shouldn't, but also like allow yourself to grow if that's what you feel the need to do. And we also have visualize abundance in all forms. God gave you such great spiritual power that everything you visualize eventually becomes reality. Hold a steady vision of which is beautiful, healthful, positive, and filled with blessings. And that's what you experience. I talk about visualization all the time on this channel. Visualize what you want to see, Taurus. Look it up, Google it, because we're all about teaching people how to fish on this channel. So go ahead and find out what you need to do in regards to the technique of visualization. But you have to see the positive outcome in order for it to be positive. Especially if you're looking like into abundance and like money and things of that nature. And even forgive yourself for, I just heard you tell somebody to forgive yourself for like the way you handled money before. I feel like some of you might be in this mode of like, you know, dang, if I would have saved this much money, or if I wouldn't have spent that, I would have XYZ. And it's not really your fault. I mean, that happens. We're living in this life, okay? Any messages for Taurus overall in 2021? Any messages for Taurus overall in 2021? Any messages overall for Taurus in 2021? Any messages for Taurus overall? Okay, there were two. So we have play, have fun, celebrate, and don't be so serious. And then we also have trust the niggle. What's that niggling feeling trying to tell you? Y'all, I hate that word. But what's your intuition trying to tell you, basically? Enjoy your life. Don't spend so much time being so serious, especially if you're in a heavy place. Or again, if you're taking on more responsibilities, but you're not taking on things that you enjoy, okay? Thank you so much for watching this reading, Taurus. Bye. Hey, Gemini, welcome to your reading for 2021. Hey, y'all. So we're going to go ahead and hop right in. I'm going to tell you right in the gate. When I started shuffling your cards, I had to get clarifiers like immediately, because there is a constant message, but there is a message that I felt like was too general. So I had to get more information, but we got it. So Gemini, throughout the year, I have talked to you several times about needing to learn a lesson from a previous situation, a previous lifetime, something that you know, but you keep avoiding. That came up for you in several cards. I ain't gonna lie to you. So whatever that lesson is, and I'm gonna tell you how you know it's something that you already know, because every time it happens to you, you go, damn, I knew that. Every time a person falls away, every time you have a certain conversation, every time a person tries to tell you what the problem is, you're like, I know, because you do know. Okay, so it's about applying what you learn. But we're not gonna berate you on this one. Okay, we're just gonna give you the messages that are here. So Gemini, 2021, it is very important for you to keep your head down and focused. You may need to review what it is that you are trying to do in your life. What are your goals now? You know, are they even the same? Are the goals that you set for yourself last year, are they even relevant to the person you are now and where you want to go? It's time for you to start creating. Creating is going to be big for you this year. I'm not necessarily seeing a negative impact or a positive impact. I just think you need an outlet. You need to express. You need to create. And somewhere in that creation, you're going to find who you are and what you want out of life. There's some stubbornness going on in your reading. For some of you, you are being stubborn with others, or you're being stubborn with the way you want things to go. I feel a strong message to tell y'all that you are pushing away opportunities and pushing away things just because you want them to go in the direction, in the order, look the way that you want them to go, instead of being open to the idea that it may not come that way. That's one thing. Two, there's this idea, literally in multiple cards, they all represent reviewing and reconsidering. Your year, I'm just going to go ahead and say that 2021 is about reviewing for you and reconsidering. There's some type of decision that you've made. There's a decision you're going to make throughout the year that is not quite aligned with what it is that you are trying to do. And you need to figure out what that is. Maybe you make a little oopsie ouchie and you realize like, oh, maybe I shouldn't have did that. Like that wasn't really for me. Whatever the case may be, meditation is important. Some of you need to go within. Some of you need to create healthier spiritual practices. whatever that looks like. And when I talk to people about that, I think there's always this idea that, you have to go to the New Age spirituality or Christianity, whatever works for you. If you're Buddhist, if you're atheist, whatever works for you, whatever keeps you centered and balanced and filled with love and filled with passion and makes you consider the type of being that you are. That's what you really need to get into in 2021. And I'm only saying that so forcefully, Gemini, just because I think you've gotten so caught up in the motions that you forgot the plan. You got so caught up in moving that you forgot the outcome. And I think that that's really what's going on. At some point during the year, that's going to weigh you down. I mean, maybe weighing you down now. There's some heaviness. There's a loss of hope. Maybe you thought you could solve a situation. Maybe you thought if you did this, it would make you feel better. Or, if I started that would be the solution to my problems. And then you got there and you realize like, oh, dang, that's not really what I wanted. Create a new cycle, Gemini. If you're all, I just feel like someone's always seeing something. For somebody, I'm seeing that. What is that called, y'all? Hold on. Doing the same thing and expecting a different result is insanity. That's what I'm kind of seeing with this cycle card. Like you really think that if you keep moving this way, even though every time you move this way, it does something terrible. You keep doing it this way because you're like, okay, like that's how I like to move. It's going to work eventually, but it never does. So maybe this year, take it the opposite way. Maybe that's what you end up discovering throughout your creativity, that it's time for you to do something different. I'm going to read the card that came out that I used for clarity. You and your loved ones are safe, new moon in Cancer. So this is what it says first. Make sure that you put your family first. Let someone get a bit closer to you. A new cycle is starting for your child or your children. See, and we were just talking about cycles, right? It's time to review your goals. Have they changed? Meditation will help you banish your insecurities. Spending time near water will bring you peace and answers. So some of you may need to go on some type of trip, get out the crib, get out the house, and get near some water. Any clarity for Gemini in regards to their 2021 love and relationships? Any clarity for Gemini and their love and relationships in 2021? What messages do you have for Gemini in 2021 in regards to their love and relationships? The other, an admirer from the far, a fork in the road, option, interested, other man or woman. Someone's keeping their distance, but someone's keeping up. And then some of you, I feel like there are options. You have multiple options in love in 2021. Honestly, there's no more information on that I can give. I don't even sense anything because I don't think any of you are putting your eggs in any baskets, let alone in multiple baskets. Like I think a lot of you are in a space where even if love is a thing, it's not a focus in 2021. And I'm going to pull a quick career card. What do you guys need to be focusing on? What messages do you have for Gemini in 2021 in regards to their career and finances? Ooh, they coming right out. Obstacles and blocks are lifted. So there's going to be some type of water gate. Again, I think honestly, that's the overall message for everybody in 2021 is to kind of focus on your stuff. Change is coming. There's going to be a lot of change. And I think we have to take advantage of the new energy. So I feel like any obstacles that you felt like you had in 2021, they're really not going to be there as long as you are open to it not being there. I think reviewing your goals, yes, and successful funding. If y'all are worried about money or worried about how you're going to pay for these things that you want, you can get it. You just have to go and start looking for sponsorships and looking for advice. Let go of guilt as well. Okay. And I just heard two things. Obviously, if you feel guilty about something or feel like you've caused some type of harm or pain, definitely let that go because that's just an energetic block. But if you are feeling as though you're kind of playing the jury for other people, review that. Make sure, see where that's really coming from. Introspection is important for you in 2021, okay, Gemini? So let's go ahead and get you another card. Just one little inspirational message. Thank you. 2. Period. Council of Light, divine orchestration, helpers in the subtle realms. Like I said earlier, there's something about you coming into your spirituality, Gemini. It's time for you to actually make your spiritual practices a thing, because I think that's going to bring you a lot of balance and you have more help than you think you do. Especially if you feel disconnected or you feel like it's not working or it's not helping. It is. You have them. They want you to reach out. They want you to have those conversations. And don't dim to fit in. How are you dimming your light in order to fit in, Gemini? What are you running from within yourself? No hiding in 2021. You got this. Just review your goals, okay? Thank you so much for watching this, Gemini. Bye. Hey, Cancer. Welcome to your 2021 reading. My name is Shay. We're going to go ahead and hop right into your cards. Cancer, overall, 2021 is looking really good, okay? It's looking really good. But there is some forgiveness that needs to happen in your reading, because I was trying to decipher this negativity that's weighing on you in 2021. I'm seeing some heaviness, I'm seeing some sorrow, I'm seeing some envy, and I'm also seeing like the needing to rest and heal from a current situation, or healing from anything that you've been through, any type of negativity, any type of trauma, especially with this here Four of Air card here, upside in reverse. And again, so I feel like something's weighing on you or has weighed on you in the past. And for some of you, I don't even think it's something that you're acknowledging as really serious or really negative in 2021, but just know that it's kind of blocking your blessings just a little tad. Because I had to put some clarifying cards before we even started, because I was trying to see like what was this message. And the surrender to the divine is definitely a message of like needing to forgive someone, and that popped right out. So if some of you are holding on to grudges, if you are holding on to a negative situation, it is literally causing health issues for you, and it's actually blocking your blessings, and it's putting more weight on your boat than what you can necessarily carry. I also want to say that some of you need to kind of start creating a 12-month plan. It's action time. There's this need for you to start making a plan, start acting like the leader that you are, and kind of walk into, you know, the new relationships you want to create, kind of walk into your purpose, walk into your power, get to know more people. There's something here about getting to know people. I feel like some of you need to get to know people, but there's also this message of being okay with walking the journey alone. Someone out there is holding on to relationships with people, like holding on to the negativities of a certain relationship, or the negativities of action, something that happened to them, because it makes them feel connected. Again, it's holding you back. You're coming into a new energy, Cancer, and we talked about this in your monthly reading as well. It's new energy that you're coming into. And the only way you can really get there is being willing to do the work on yourself, being willing to create this action plan, being willing to surrender to, you know, things that you're losing or things that are changing, being okay and being trustworthy of the divine that you're going to get what you need. Let's clarify your love and relationship. Let's clarify this little relationship issue here. What messages do you have for Cancer in regards to this healing that they need from this social situation? What messages do you have for their love and relationships in 2021? Any messages for their love and relationships? Ooh, okay, so we have bold move, an invitation, being proactive, taking steps, making things happen, gift for someone and yourself. We're going to get back to that. Puppet master, pulling your strings, narcissist, manipulation, control, assert yourself, addictive relationship. The unsaid, we have showing I love you or like you without physically saying it yet, didn't say it yet. So, okay, first of all, let me just talk about the fact that you have it's time to take action and bold move in your relationship cards. For some of you, 2021 is going to be the transition from a very toxic relationship with the puppet master into a relationship that requires you to just go after it. Maybe you have this flirtationship going on with somebody, you get to know somebody, you like somebody, vice versa, but there's nothing really being said, and you may have to be the one to take the bold move or be willing to move on and move into this better energy. And I know I said earlier it may be time for you to be alone, but I don't think it's more so about being alone like indefinitely. I think it's more so being away from people who don't add to you. And I think that's the thing. So I think you might be involved with someone who's always kind of manipulating the situation, and they're asking you to assert yourself. And again, with all this assertion, it may be time for you to just stand up for yourself in 2021. You're a good companion, you're a good lover, and you know, you kind of deserve that in return. And maybe that's what you realize in 2021. It's okay to give your love away, Cancer. It's okay to be this loving person. Just make sure you're giving it to people who want it. Because I feel like some people don't want it, so they just kind of use it. And also get more into your spirituality. And I say this to everyone, of course, but if you are, you know, being a water sign, you naturally have great intuition. If you can really hone in and get to know those parts of yourself, you know what I mean, and like develop your spiritual ability, meditation, you know, practicing just with like being able to predict certain situations, or writing down your dreams if you're someone who might get prophetic dreams, things of that nature. So let's go ahead and get you a card for your career and finances. Any messages for Cancer in their career and finances in 2021? What can Cancer expect in 2021 for their career and finances? Period. Any messages for Cancer? Thank you. Positivity, faith, and optimism. For some reason, I just heard to tell somebody that if you're thinking negatively about what you're trying to do in your career, that's what you're going to see. Faith pops up again. Like I literally just said that. Putting more faith into things, get into spirituality, trusting the guide, trusting source, trusting the universe, whatever it is you believe in. I think it's time for you to start really honing in on that and believing. What do they say? Faith the size of a mustard seed. Like, you would be so surprised at what that would do for you. If you lack any sort of faith, if you are trying to control situations by being like overly involved or trying to force things to go your way, especially if you're playing this puppet master, it's not gonna turn out well for you, Cancer. In 2021, try to keep a balance between what you need to do to help progress your life forward and what the divine is helping you do. Like, allow divine order to come in with things. Don't try to force, you know, people, relationships, anything like that. Detox your friendships. What did we just say? So maybe you need to get up under people who affect your abundance flow. Yes, and I'm gonna just go ahead and out and say it. Sometimes in life we get in these situations with people where, you know, there's a level of loyalty or there's a level of obligation, and we are holding ourselves to that obligation despite the fact that we don't feel good around that person in that situation, despite the fact that we can tell that they don't support our dreams, or we can tell that they're, you know, even if they don't have negative intentions, but they're not energetically on the same frequency as us. And I feel like you know who that is, and you know that they're affecting you, but because of your sense of loyalty, you might be trying to be loyal to somebody that isn't necessarily loyal to you. And that's affecting your abundance flow. I don't know who that's for, but that's for you, okay? So let's go ahead and wrap this up with just a little video, little message that you need. Any advice for Cancer in 2021? Anything you guys want to tell Cancer? Any advice for Cancer? And this is my Shine Your Light deck. I think light yourself up. It's something, y'all. It'll be in the description box. Any messages? Thank you. Oh my gosh. Thank you. Yes. Divine orchestration. Council of light. Helpers in the subtle realm. Okay. You special. It's a lot that came out here. We got leap. You go first. The universe will catch you. What's up? What did I just say? 50-50. Okay. Put the effort in. The universe got the rest. Okay, you are not alone. Ancient ancestors stand beside you. Just what we were saying. If you are afraid to be alone, if you are afraid to take this new path, don't be. They got you. Okay, priestess, how are you being called to lead? We got Leo here. You are automatic leader, baby. Step into it. And then don't dim your light in order to fit in. What did I just say? You got people who may be making you second guess yourself. It might be time to get from up under them, okay? Thank you so much for watching this, Cancer. Bye. Hey, Leo, welcome to your reading for 2021. We're going to go ahead and hop right in. You're definitely going to be in some type of situation that binds you and puts your back against the wall. Whether that's you feeling restricted in what you can say, you feeling mentally restricted, whether that's, you know, the conversation that you're having with people are going dead end, something of that nature. There's definitely some sort of energy of people trying to gossip about you, defame you, accuse you of things. There's some type of energy going on there in 2021 for you, Leo. I'm sorry to say, boo. You know, y'all know I love to bring y'all positivity because Leo's always positive, but that's really what's going on. There's some type of separation and breakup, some type of danger. Literally, the word danger came up so many times in your reading. It's ridiculous. And I don't know if that's because there's a fight. I don't know if there's because there's some type of argument. I just heard someone getting put out, but there's some type of almost tearing is what I'm sensing and hearing. It's not any of that, Leo. There's definitely going to be some pressure in 2021. You're worried about money, you're worried about people, you're worried about if you're doing the right thing, if you're on the right path. There's a lot of vibes going on with that. I just picture when I was doing your cards, there is a scene in Harry Potter, child, I do not know which one, but there's a scene in one of them Harry Potter movies where he's like being ate up by the darkness, and then he like lights his little wand. He does something and the light opens up. It might have been that scene with Dumbledore when they went down to try to get one of them Horcruxes. And okay, for my Harry Potter geeks, y'all get me. But it's long story short, that's what I get from you guys in 2021, Leo. There's some type of energy where you are kind of shining light in a dark situation. You're going to make something out of nothing in 2021 for sure. Be ready for this fiery climax. You do need to defend yourself. You do need to communicate effectively. You need to straight up tell somebody how you feel, what you want, what you're looking for in life. You may have to gain that clarity on for yourself. It's time to put up a plan, because honestly, I think whatever this tearing away is possibly because Spirit does this thing, in my opinion, where when you hold on to something, but you know you're uncomfortable, and they know you're uncomfortable, and everybody knows they're uncomfortable, Spirit is kind of like, okay, so then why are you here? And then they just be like, move. And they slap you around and push you out of the situation. I feel like that's what's going to happen to you in 2021. So if you're holding your tongue, if you're doing any of that, it's in your best interest to just kind of be direct and say, hey, this is what I want. This is what I like. This is what I'm going to deal with. This is what I'm not. Especially if it's people claiming something over you that's not true, or vice versa. But it's not all hope is lost. There's definitely a new opportunity coming in. So you have to be ready for that and take advantage of those opportunities. Learn to plant your seeds and plant good seeds. You know what I mean? And make a clear distinction of where you're going and where you're trying to go. Because Leo, I'm almost feeling like there's a lack of a plan somewhere. And you're getting a lot of stress, and you're getting a lot of outside forces. I almost feel like 2021 is the end of that. Some of you may fall in love. Some of you may have found new love in 2021 as well. I do want to mention that, like, intuitively, I'm feeling like some of you are getting into a new relationship, or you might find your soulmate or something of that nature, like a really kind soul. But that might be your only saving grace in 2021. I think that there's definitely some type of separation from other people or separation in certain situations. Let's clarify this situation. Let's see what's going on. What clarifying cards do you have for Leo in 2021 in regards to their love and relationships? What does Leo need to know about their love and relationships in 2021? Anything Leo needs to know? For some of you, it's definitely going to be a go be a hoe kind of year. I ain't going to lie to you. There's some vibes there for that. But I think within meeting other people and playing the field, you may run into someone who really vibes with you. There's some type of games being played, dating other people, seeing other people being a player being. So like whether that's you or a representative of somebody you might end up dealing with, there's that going on. But then I think somewhere in there you're going to find no, you hang up. You know, lengthy, exciting conversations, a lot to talk about, into each other, meaningful, giddy, a lot in common. So for some of you, you will hit into a relationship, like I said earlier, and fall in love, or just, you know, really enjoy somebody's company. For some others of you though, I'm also sensing that there's some guardedness going on here. Competing for someone at an impasse, guarded, needed space, take time, skilled interactions. So someone may be playing the field because they're guarded. Others of you are already in a relationship and you are happy. Ooh, and the document just came out. Some of you might be getting married. Let's see, text or email, agreement, letter, separation, divorce, contract, news, legal papers or proceedings. Oh, maybe I misspoke, child. There go that separation again. So we got it's so varied, and I feel like that's because Leo's energy is so massive right now. There's just a difference. Let's clarify your career and finances. What career and finances messages do you have for Leo? What does Leo need to do in 2021 in regards to their finances and their career? Anything else? Thank you. Have the courage to ask for and accept help, okay? So asking for help is a sign of strength, as is accepting as it is offered to you. Very often when God asks for help, prayers are answered through other people. Be sure to accept this assistance as well as give it to others as you are guided. Especially if you're in this worried space, Leo. Okay, someone out there is worried about money, and that is kind of causing issues in the relationships around you. And sometimes you need to ask for help whether that's directly to other people or ask for help from the divine. I'm also sensing that some of you need to be honest about needing help from other people as well. I feel like you're not stating what's really the problem, and that's causing more of a problem because you haven't directly said it or reached out your hand and say, hey, I need your assistance. I need your help. Why aren't you helping me with this? And then we also have abundance in all forms. Visualize abundance in all forms. So all you can do this year with money is hold a steady vision of what you want. Like I told you earlier, it's time to get like an action plan and be certain to where you're going so that you can actually get there. And that will help prevent a little bit of this worry. And again, kind of creating your own reality. And that's what I was talking about with the Harry Potter, shining a little light in your situation. You're going to have to be the person to kind of make something out of nothing, where there might be nothing or where there may be a lack of hope, okay? So let's get you one little message for the year. What does Leo need to know about 2021? Need advice for Leo in 2021. What advice do you have for Leo in 2021? Wow, they had a lot to say to y'all. So we have answer the call. What are you being called to do? For some reason, that makes me think of this card. What do you need to walk into? If you know you need to separate from people, do that. If you know you need to heal, do that. If you know you need to tell the truth, do that. But go ahead and go where your soul is calling you. Sisterhood of the Rose, beauty, devotion, priestess, mystic, teacher. I just heard mentor for somebody. Someone needs a mentor. Trust your path. If you knew you would be supported, what would you do? That's similar to answering your call. Okay, don't be afraid to take any leap of faith, okay? In the great gathering, it's coming together, intuitive hits, and soul tribe. Okay, so maybe time for you to lean in a little bit in your intuitive guidance. If you know you've been called to something over and over again, it may be time for you to trust that, okay? Thank you so much for watching this reading, Leo. Bye. Hey, Virgo, welcome to your 2021 reading. My name is Shay. We're going to go ahead and hop right in. Virgo, baby. This reading is immaculate, honey. It is fantastic. I'm not going to lie to you. I got quite excited about it. When I seen it, there is a lot of balance in your whole, like, okay, I'm getting a little flustered. Let me show you. This card, this card, this card, this card are all, literally all cards of beauty, fun, making decisions that benefit you, fortune, wealth, abundance, great relationships, child. Like, go ahead, okay? You're feeling great. You're feeling balanced. You're doing very well in 2021. There's a lot of information about agreements and contracts. You're probably going to be signing a new contract, maybe signing up for a certain website, signing a lease, getting a new car. Like, something with paperwork is really, really important, and in making agreements with other people as well. Like, let's say you could come into a partnership or something like that. That's going to happen to you in 2021 for sure. Some of you may be going on a trip, taking a trip somewhere, very short trip, to see people, things of that nature. That's coming up. Travels and changes. Like, it's so much positivity. Agreements comes up here too with the 8 of fire. Also with the 2 of air, with agreements and contracts and things of that nature. Some of you may be now this can go either way. This is a card of just harmony and peace, and we also see that with the guardian angel. So you're definitely going to see some harmony and some peace. But I also feel like some of you may fall in love. If it's not fall in love, you may find a really good friend. There's a lot of respect here. There's something about someone not being open to their feelings, and then they decide, like, okay, forget it, I'm gonna just tell them how I feel. So some of you may just like be surprised at a certain message. You know, you might randomly get an email, randomly get a text, randomly get some type of communication with somebody saying, hey, I love you. Like, I feel like that's what's gonna happen for you, because this quick communication is coming in. So Virgo, this is very dependent upon how much are you willing to walk into your purpose in 2021. How much willing are you to be your beautiful self, and express yourself, and to not be in situations that cause you stress or harm or disharmony. There is a little bit of envy here with the 3 of air. There is a little bit of danger and separation and negativity. And I just heard a shadow. So there's a shadow. There's someone who you don't necessarily see. This could be somebody on a different platform, on social media or something. Like, there's some hate coming your way that either you're not going to expect, like for some reason I feel like you're not going to expect this. It's going to be someone or something that's going to show you their true colors, and you're going to be like, dang. And how you choose to respond to them is really going to make a big difference. Because sweetie, I'm not going to lie to you, you're having a really good year. Even if it's not jealousy, it's almost like someone trying to throw a little salt in your good old cake or something. It's going to be a very positive year. If you don't lean too much on places that are unstable, I feel the need to tell somebody. Like if you know someone's not 100, if you know a situation is not good for you, don't put all your eggs there. Don't put all your faith into it. Try me. So we got not in the mood. Okay, period. The answer is no. Pissed off, the chopping block, fed up, things need to change. Change comes up a lot in your reading as well. So maybe that's what it is. I feel like for some of you, you're going to get released, from some type of negativity. You're going to get released from someone or something, and you're gonna be like, okay. Because either you've already been dealing with it, and you're just like, I'm so sick and tired of like mentally struggling with this thing or this person. Like, who cares? We have made with love, a gift from the heart, sentimental and offering contribution, try new things, being there and support. Try new things pops out for me as well. I feel like some of you are going to date outside of your norm somewhere in the year of 2021, whether that's personality, looks, something of that nature, or it's going to be someone offering you a love offer that isn't someone that you would typically even give a look twice to. Yeah, a girl with popcorn, going out, excess, escapism, little regard for consequence, creating a mess, not paying attention. I feel like someone needs to be careful about, like, you having all of this success and all of this positivity. Be careful about like getting too caught up in it and squandering it, especially with mall crawl. We have on the hunt, retail therapy, meeting at the mall, pleasantly surprised, happy find. Again, with this surprise and with this not knowing. But there's two things here, but I feel like if you're squandering all of your savings or all of the positive things that are happening to you, again, this is all on you, Virgo. You can turn your year upside down if you are not careful. Just be very careful and pay a lot of attention. Maybe someone will try you in a way, and that's what's going to cause this negativity. They're going to, be all over the place and doing something they ain't got no business, and you're going to catch them and cut them off. Maybe vice versa. But also with mall crawl, I heard to tell somebody you're revamping the way that you look. So in 2021, you might come up into like a literal glow up because you are intentionally buying new clothes. I also see that here with the Earth card. Buying new clothes, making changes, changing homes, painting your room, whatever. You're doing new things so that you can see a new outside, and that makes you feel good inside for somebody out there, okay? Let's do something for your career and finances. Clarifying career and finances. Clarifying career and finances for Virgo in 2021. New messages for Virgo in 2021 for their career and finances. Ooh. Okay, first of all, what came out before I could even breathe, child, is no complaint, no more complaining. So complaints are affirmations of victimhood, which is never true in spirituality. Take back your God-given power by affirming that you have abundance of choices and freedom. With your increased confidence and assertiveness, watch these positive affirmations blossom into reality. Increased confidence and assertiveness. That is it, Virgo. You're definitely going to be feeling more confident in 2021. Something about the way that you decide to change on the outside, on the inside, is going to affect the way you behave in the world, which is going to bring more abundance your way. I don't know who that's for, but that's for you. And then we also have partnership. What did we talk about? I can talk about them agreements, the surprise coming in, baby. Again, it could be in love, it could not be in love. This could be a friendship that blossoms awesomely. It could be some type of, offer, some type of agreement. You may sign a contract, something. But that's going to be big for you in 2021. Allow healthful, supportive partnerships into your life and career, and both parties will benefit as a result. You are receiving help from the heaven and from a person who brings needed skills and resources. So you're going to probably run into a partner. Someone who's going to help you make a dream come true. And for some reason with that, allow healthful, supportive partnerships. If there is someone who's trying to throw salt in the mix, like especially if it's unexpected, for somebody out there, I feel the need to tell you that they needed to kind of throw that salt so that you can like reevaluate the kind of company that you're keeping. So don't get too caught up on the argument, the irritation, whatever it is that they try to do to you, because to be honest, it literally does not matter. 2021 is going to be a whole different vibe. Okay, let's go ahead and get you just one last card. Any advice for Virgo in 2021? Any advice for Virgo in 2021? Any advice for Virgo in 2021? Just one card. What advice do you have for Virgo? Thank you. Right out. Y'all saw that leap? I don't know if y'all did, but inner temple, devotion. Tune into the portal of your heart. The only thing that I am feeling from this is, like I said, the work that you start to do within, that can be spiritually or non-spiritually. Like if you start really thinking about, hey, I want to change this, and you work toward it. Hey, I want this type of job, and you work toward it. Hey, I want this new house, and you work toward it. That's going to change everything. Okay, and then Akasha, just at the bottom of the deck, your guidance is divinely guided. Trust yourself, Virgo. The changes that you're making are 100. Like, it's for you, okay, boo? Thank you so much for watching this reading. Bye. Hey, Libra, welcome to your reading for 2021. My name is Shay. We're going to go ahead and hop right into your cards. So, Libra, okay, you have a very, like, excited year, but there is almost like a double-sided coin to your year in 2021. Just to start you out, we have the Six of Water. We have the Ace of Water. Both of these talk about being able to combine the past and the present for like happiness and joy. One scenario that's definitely coming strong for me is that some of you may encounter people that used to be in your life, and now they're coming into the present, and like the relationship is so much more joyous, or you're in a relationship with someone who kind of, you know, brings back like has a good balance of the old you and the new you. I can't describe it. It's almost like you get that nostalgia from them. You get that kindness, that sweetness, you know, that innocence from your childhood from them. But then you also get like the new and transformed and like updated version. But there's definitely some happiness and some balance in your relationships. And I don't just think it's romantic. I think overall you'll be feeling more emotionally fulfilled with those in your life. Now, like I said, it's a double-sided coin. There's also some stagnation and some confusion going on in your reading with the Two of Water and Iku in reverse. So both of these are talking about confusion, stagnation, not knowing what's going on, not being clear. So some of you may experience some sort of breakup or separation from a friendship or something of that nature. The fact that something is changing is causing confusion. And to clarify that, I went ahead and asked, like, okay, where is this confusion coming from? Where is this non-clarity coming from? And we got the Three of Earth. So for some of you, this may be within your family, you know, in your family dynamic, someone who you used to collaborate with well. There's some shifts happening in the way that you socialize in 2021, Libra, just overall. So watch out for that. If it is a family issue for some of you, this could be with a parental character with the Two of Earth and Ogun here. Both of them are kind of like strong men and kind of like kind-hearted, being able to be balanced and kind of like that strict parental figure in your life. This could be a father, this could be an uncle, this could be a brother, this could be some type of male figure in your life that you're either having issues with or that you're coming back in contact with. So be on the lookout for that. But again, we're going to talk about balance. We're talking about being in two places at one time with Two of Earth, and I feel like that's you. I feel like in some spots you're good and you're happy and you're fulfilled in all of your relationships, and then in other spots you're feeling like something's missing, or you're feeling like something's ending, or something's not moving a way that you want it to move. And I clarified your love life as well. Like, I think there's going to be, again, it's two things, because, you know, we got the Three of Earth with everybody collaborating well in this card, but then we also have the Ace of Earth in reverse, and that's talking about confusion and like people being stubborn and being so passionate that they're blinded to the truth. So there's something going on emotionally here, especially with the Moon card, things being hidden, things not being talked about. There's something under the surface that's going to kind of unveil itself in 2021 for you, Libra. But otherwise, it's very, very good. I would say try to focus your best on progressive things, good emotions, positive friendships and relationships, and things that are willing to move. That's where you're going to find a lot of your happiness in 2021. Let's clarify that for Libra. What does Libra need to know about 2021? Clarify this message. What does Libra need to know about 2021? How is their 2021 going to go? Ooh, new moon in Sagittarius. Luck is on your side. So I'm going to read this out for y'all just to see what it says. So we have count your blessings, literally. Write them down or say them out loud. You need to laugh more. This is a wonderful time to start a course of study or teaching. Do not be narrow-minded. Start a week of gratitude via Facebook, a journal, or a blog. The new moon in Sagittarius can mark the restart of fun after a period of feeling low. The energy is adventurous and even willing to take a few risks. Like, I feel like you were coming out of a period of stagnation, like almost dryness, and now you're getting like some water, okay, on that thing. So positive things in your relationship. So let's go ahead and clarify your love and relationships. What does Libra need to know about their love and relationships what does Libra need to know about 2021? Clarifying Libra's love and relationships in 2021. What does the zodiac sign Libra need to know about 2021? Their love and relationships. Anything they need to know? Wow. Okay, see, double-sided coin. We have hello and we have team awesome. So for hello, we have distant, distracted, deep in thought, detached, aloof, not feeling it, find answers in music. You see, going within and that deepness. That's why I said something's going on that's keeping you, focused on what's missing. Why don't I feel happy? Why don't I feel this or that? Like, I don't know, get this. I just want to keep saying what's missing. Like, that's why I think gratitude is important, why we were saying gratitude here, because I feel like you need to kind of focus on what you do have and what you don't. And then we have healthy communication, spending time together, compatible and on the same page. What did I just say? So you're going to be around somebody who makes you feel good. But I feel like it's something going on in the background that you need to kind of apply and zone into in 2021 with your relationships. Okay, so let's clarify your career and finances. Clarity on Libra's career and finances 2021. Wow. So organize for success. Organize your thoughts, your reports, your living space, your finances to know and plan your next action steps. So that's what you need to do in your career for 2021. Maybe you guys are going to be in a mode of like really figuring out what's the next step, getting ready for these adventures that we were talking about earlier, because there's not really anything financial in your reading. I guess you can say the Ace of Earth here. And they're all about balancing finances and money. But I think that's the same kind of message. Just kind of organize yourself. And then we have words of abundance. Of course, we're talking about words of affirmation here. Describe your own world and economic situation in loving and optimistic terms. And that is what you will attract to yourself and others. Pay very much attention to the way you talk about things into yourself. Of course, we're talking about affirmations with the words of abundance cards. Affirmations really do work. I recently just posted a song about money affirmations. I think you guys would benefit from those. Look them up, Google, success affirmations, money affirmations, and speak to yourself positively about your financial situation. I know it sounds like woo-woo, but at the same time, words have energy. That energy can manifest into actual real things. So let's be careful about the way we talk about ourselves, okay? And let's get you a quick little message for 2021. Let's see what's going on. Quick messages, woo, for Libra. Okay, so they hopped right out the deck. So we just gonna give them to you. Oh, child, it's a lot. It is a lot. Okay, so we have trust the niggle. What is the niggling feeling trying to tell you? So essentially, trust your intuition. What is it that you need to change? Now, right behind it, we have align your life. What is not aligned and needs to change? So there's something that needs to change. Remember, I was talking about Iku that was stagnant. So there's something that needs to change, something that you want to change. You need to follow your intuition on that thing. Break the chain, ancestral patterns, healing, rewriting the future. The Ace of Water here talks about that past and future relationship. What can you change? What can you do so that your past doesn't negatively affect your future? Because it's okay to reminisce, but how far back and how long do you have to live there, okay? And then we have no, wait, pause, postpone, say no. So if you have been asking yourself a question throughout this reading, Libra, the answer might be no, okay? If you're trying to rush into something, rush into making a certain decision in 2021, take some time to really think about those things. Again, with organizing. Make sure that it's all organized before you just jump in, okay, boo? Thank you so much for watching this reading. Bye. Hey, Scorpio, welcome to your reading for 2021. My name is Shay. We're going to go ahead and hop right into your reading. So I'm gonna kind of be quick with this one, Scorpio, because to be honest, it's almost kind of like the same message overall. What came out clear as day is the Seven of Fire. If you check this out, he is fighting this dragon all by him lonesome. He is doing very well. He's kind of protecting himself against the dangers. It's not a bad kind of position. It's more of a he's very thought out, he's very strategic, he's by himself because he knows that he can handle this one by one, but it is difficult because he's handling a dragon. Like, child, the dragon is breathing fire onto this man's arm. Think of like for some reason I'm thinking of the scene in Shrek where they were like fighting a dragon, and they was like doing all of this extra stuff and swinging on chandeliers and whatnot, fighting the dragon. That's kind of how you are. You're kind of using strategy and a lot of bravery in 2021 to kind of make things happen. Even with the Five of Water. The Five of Water is a card of like just completely being drowned, wishing you can fix a situation and you're not able to fix it. Like you don't have any hope and you're literally drowning in problems. I clarified to be sure, and we got the message from Earth in reverse. So that lets me know it's going to be some sort of financial trouble, and that is where that negativity may be coming from. But I feel like you're going to redeem yourself easily in 2021 for some reason. If you've been having any like specific thoughts, specific things that you know that you need to do, getting a new job, filling out job applications, I just heard, like starting a side hustle, like whatever it comes, when it comes financially, it's time to do what it is that you've been thinking about doing, and don't get discouraged. I know that that's like such an irritating message, but for some reason I just keep picturing a person, especially with this card, of like pulling themselves out of the mud, like straining, but in a way, in a mode of survival and in a mode of like hustle. And there's something here about agreements and contracts with Shango. He's also a card of like learning and justice. But I'm hearing contracts, I'm hearing agreements, I'm hearing legal issues or legal anything, document signing. Those will go in your favor in 2021 if any of you are signing any documents or looking forward to something new. Like if you've been offset in any way, emotionally, financially, in any way, if you've been offset, it's going to kind of the situation is definitely going to be rectified in 2021. There's going to be justice brought down. But there's also the Four of Earth here. This is a card of financial standing, success, perseverance. That's what we've been talking about your whole reading, pushing through, right? So sometimes that requires no distractions. You're fighting a battle, baby. Okay? You are fighting a battle. You are trying to get out of that thing. You cannot be distracted. You can't be pulled down. You can't have naysayers around. You have to really trust yourself and put in that extra work and that extra strain and energy to get where you're going. Again, hustle. That's the big word for you, okay? Let's clarify that for 2021. What does Scorpio need to know in 2021? What messages do you have for Scorpio? One card, clarifying this message. What does Scorpio need to know about 2021? Ooh, two cards, baby. Look at the bigger picture. Full moon in Sagittarius and believe in the impossible. Blue moon. So take time out for a mini break or adventure. This situation may have come around because you've been distracted. What do we say about distractions? Be confident without being overconfident to win the day. Have you shown that you care? If not, now is the time. Find balance between speaking your mind and saying too much. So that covered a lot, child, before we even got anywhere. Finding that balance, we were just talking about that. Don't overexert yourself. Put the energy in, but also don't be too on one side with anything. Don't be too into your relationships or too into your work. Kind of try to find a perfect balance. Something about that is very important. Every battle isn't for you to fight. I don't know who that's for, but that just flew out of my mouth. Every battle is not for you to fight. You're fighting your own battles. You're trying to do your hustle. So you trying to fix situations by kind of like, I don't know, child, attacking them. It's not always going to help you. Yes, you need to hustle. Yes, you got stuff to hustle at, but sometimes it may just take for you to find that happy medium and not feel the need to kind of push things to go your way. And then we have, I'm lucky, miss this chance and it might not come back again. What happened may only happen once. The person you're inquiring about is aware, fine. If you believe it, you can achieve it. The situation is unlikely to repeat. Let's see what's going on in your love and relationships. What does Scorpio need to know about their love and relationships in 2021? What is that? What does Scorpio need to know about 2021? What messages do you have for Scorpio about their love and relationships in 2021? I don't know, Scorpio. It ain't looking too good, baby. Ain't nothing coming out. I've been shuffling about a good 5-10 minutes. Dramatics. What does Scorpio need to know about 2021? Rocking it, being yourself, confident, loud and proud, hitting the right note, harmonious concert, showing off. So confidence is a big thing. To be honest, Scorpio, and this may not apply for everyone because I know people be in relationships all the time, but I'm saying a lot of you may not be really dating seriously overall. If any of you are, again, it may just be in that energy of like loving, you know, hey, this is my boo, look at my boo, ain't my boo so fine. Like, it's more of that kind of energy. I don't really sense a seriousness within your relationships in 2021. And I think that's on purpose because, again, that hustle. You're trying to work on something and they talking about reckless child. Look. Acting recklessly, getting lit, highly volatile relationship personality, use precaution and protection. So I really do think that it's just you minding your business because you got other things to work on. You're trying to get your money together. You're trying to build something. If you have any legal trouble, you're trying to handle that. Like, I think that's more of your energy in 2021. So let's clarify that. What does Scorpio need to know about their finances? Ooh, child. Okay, what does Scorpio need to know about their finances? Wow. Okay, they already popped them out, child. Face your financial fears, words of abundance, and then we also have organized for success. So since financial fears popped out like it was nobody's business, let's see. Be honest with yourself about fears of success or failure. They can no longer control you. Be free of hidden fears by exposing them to the light of awareness, and you'll realize the fact that you have nothing to fear. So I really, again, back to that confidence. I feel like some of you may be losing confidence because of your financial situation. But once you're like honest about it, you organize your money, you speak highly about it, like, and put that kind of positive energy towards your money situation, you start to see more positivity there. I don't think your financial situation is going to be in a bad spot 2021. I think it's more of a hold it together kind of energy. Okay, let's get you some advice. Any advice for Scorpio overall about 2021? What does the zodiac sign Scorpio need to know about their whole 2021? Any messages for Scorpio in 2021? Thank you. Yes. Okay, Scorpio. So awakening, energetic upgrades, a new way of being, integration, transformation, things changing at a cellular level, deep healing. Yes. Just say yes. Say yes to this hustle 2021, okay? And you're already doing it. Stop overthinking. Keep facing your true north. Okay? Thank you so much for watching this reading, Scorpio. Bye. Hey, Sagittarius. Welcome to your reading for 2021. My name is Shay. We're going to go ahead and hop right in. There's kind of going to be a progression. It could be all over the place, but I'm not really sensing that. 2021 may start off with your back a little bit against the wall. You needing to dish out resources that you don't have, like almost kind of flying by the seat of your pants just a little bit. There may be some misunderstanding, some miscommunication. There could possibly be a breakup for some of you. Some of you may stop dealing with a certain individual because of your interactions. Something of that nature is going on in 2021. I would say towards the beginning of the year, that's kind of the vibe that I'm getting, is this miscommunication. Now, this could be like barriers, like verbal barriers. So like you may be meeting someone who just doesn't get you, or the way you guys communicate is strained. So let's think like a person who speaks a different language or a person who understands differently from you. There's something going on there. This may cause a lot of sorrow. There may be some envy involved. There may be some greed involved. There may be some negativity. There's something going on in these three areas that keeps popping up and coming up for you all. But I also feel the need to say that some of you are getting bogged down by some sort of energy and you're allowing it to take over, and that's reflective in the message of air in reverse. So she's basically talking about, hey, it's time for you to get out of your lethargic state, get back to it, start doing what you were doing before, work on your things, work on your mental health, work on yourself, you know what I mean? And stop letting whatever this negativity is affect you, especially if you're going through a breakup or if you're miscommunicating. Some people are just dedicated to misunderstanding you, Sagittarius. That's what they want to do. They don't want to understand you. They don't want to be on the same page as you. It's not your job to kind of get them there, especially if they're choosing negativity, they're choosing to have a negative interaction with you regardless. That's their choice. They have a right to do that. So you have to get refocused at the end of the day. Now, that's not to say that you should ignore it. Like, let's say if this is a valuable relationship, I'm not saying that you should ignore them and not put your any type of energy into them. But sometimes after so many words are exchanged, maybe a break needs to happen before you come back to it, especially if it's affecting the way that you go through your own things, okay? And then we also have the 7 of Earth. So by it following this natural progression, I'm seeing you getting back to work, you understanding that, oh, shoot, I've been off my square. Let me get back to it. You may start working to kind of provide for your family, provide for those around you. Your work is really starting to show you the fruits of its labor somewhere towards like the middle of the years. I'm more so sensing for you. You'll start to understand that it's okay to cut out anything that isn't adding to your progression. Okay, and then by the end of the year, we have the 6 of Fire. So we're looking at like being celebrated, being appreciated, being seen for what you really are, kind of being the hero in a lot of situations. You'll be definitely feeling more so on top. So I had to get some clarity on the situation to see like what it was going on. And we got bring love into the situation, new moon in Aquarius, and it's time to release negativity. Full moon in Scorpio, okay? It's time to release negativity popped out the most aggressively for you. So we have emote, it's better out than in. It's time to move from living in fearfully to living joyfully. You're right to have your suspicions. Grudges are toxic. Let something go. The end of an argument. So remember us having this disagreement with somebody, not being able to get on the same page. I almost feel like for some of you, you're not even the person that's holding the grudge, but you're being subject to whatever this individual, like the grudge is off of you. You want to let it go. They kind of don't. In a way, you're like almost responsible for letting go of the grudge on their behalf. And that's not to say that you should be careless, but it is kind of speaking to you being less invested in it. They'll figure it out. You know what I mean? And when they're ready to talk, you'll be there. But that doesn't mean you have to take on their negativity. And it says it here with bring love into the situation. You need to be more detached from the situation, thinking outside of the box. Improve your karma by doing some charitable work. So I think, yes, I think you might be a little bit more invested than you should be, because I think you're taking away from everything else. Okay, so let's clarify your love and relationships. What does Sagittarius need to know about their love and relationships 2021? What do they need to know about their love and relationships in 2021? What does Sagittarius need to know about 2021? Thank you. Any other messages for Sagittarius and their love and relationships in 2021? What does Sag need to know? What does Sagittarius need to know about 2021? Thank you. Uy, ay, Dios mío. Okay, we have the document, okay? Text or email, agreement, letters, separation, divorce, contract, news, legal papers, or proceedings. And we also have frigid. Chilly, cold personality, cold-hearted, getting iced out, not happy, the situation needs time to thaw. What did we say? So, okay, there's definitely something going on here, an agreement, legal proceedings. That's for some of you. Maybe you may get a text, an email, with some buck in it. Whatever the case may be, something about this is going to be very important. Some type of document or like writing is going to be important to you. You may be getting iced out by somebody. That's what we talking about, this communication. They might not be texting back. They might not be calling back. They might be determined to hate you. And like I said, situation needs time to thaw. Like I said already, like they don't really, it's not your job to make them want to talk to you. It's not your job to force them. In a way, this is kind of like a time heals all kind of thing. If it's something that you did, you may have to wait it out. You know what I mean? If it's something that they did or that you feel justified in, you still have to wait it out. But that doesn't mean, stop living your life. It doesn't mean stop doing the things that are positive for you. So since that's all about your relationships, let's go ahead and see what's going on here financially for you. Clarifying Sagittarius' financial situation in 2021. What does Sagittarius need to know about their financial situation in 2021? Give me some clarifiers there. Okay, so we have the enslaved prisoner and we have the water element. Both of these are hinting towards instability and dryness within your finances. Maybe even feeling kind of in a bind is what I heard. So some type of financial bind. I've got a feeling something's going to put a hurting on your finances in 2021. There's two scenarios that keep popping out on me. Someone is spending a lot of money on something, or has spent a lot of money on something and it's kind of haunting them. And then for someone else, they invested in themselves and they're like really struggling to get their investment back. Let's see. I just heard a car, and I just heard spending money on a procedure. Clarifying finances. Any advice for Sagittarius and their finances in 2021? Wow. Savings. Ooh, release resentments about money and gratitude lists. Being thankful for all that you have. It literally will bring more things to be grateful about. Savings. Okay, so you may have to dip into your savings. You may have to start saving. If you have any other source of income that you've been kind of like saving up for a rainy day, you may have to dip into it this year. For some reason, I'm hearing that for somebody. But make sure you replenish them and release your resentments about money. See money as a tool that you can use to better the world, and this shift will help you attract more support and golden opportunities. For some reason, I feel like for someone, you spending the money was a good thing. You were like supposed to for some reason. And it's almost, I'm getting this like reassurance kind of feeling like you're going to be okay. It's just, we kind of need you to go through this hard time right now. Like I really do feel like by the end of the year, you'll be victorious in whatever situation you're worried about right now. Okay, any other messages for Sagittarius 2021? What does Sagittarius need to know about 2021? Any messages for Sagittarius in 2021? So you got the Great Gathering. It's all coming together. Intuitive hit, soul, tribe. Okay, so it's all coming together is really calling out to me. For some reason, I feel the need to tell y'all that like I just said, like it's you're thinking it's falling apart, but it's falling apart to come together. That's been the message on my head the whole time. Like it's going to feel like a complete breaking away. It's a mess. Why am I arguing with this person? Why is this happening? Da, 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 da. But it's all so that at the end of the year, you can see some positivity. And then at the bottom of the deck, we have soul family. Call your tribe. You don't have to do it alone. Okay, so you may need to call in. Remember, Soul Tribe came up here too. So it might be time to get in tune with people who do understand you. Ask for help if you need it. Have conversations. See if anyone has any like opportunities for you. Whatever the case may be. Okay, Sagittarius. Thank you so much for watching this video. Bye. Hey Capricorn, welcome to your reading for 2021. My name is Shay. We're going to go ahead and hop right into your cards. So there may be some financial trouble towards the beginning of the year. Honestly, I'm going to just keep it 100 and I'm going to kind of flow with this reading because honestly, it's a lot going on for you, Capricorn. There may be some financial trouble. I don't think you are struggling. I think that you are trying to gain more. There's a lot of materialism in your reading and a lot of over focus on getting. And I think it's just because of the times we're in. I think it's just, your energy as a Capricorn. And I hate to say that because I even tried to see if there was more of a message or a different message for you all, but it is all about money. Some of you may be overworking. Some of you all may be like really putting your energy towards getting so that you can receive a certain thing. Maybe you're trying to get a house. Maybe you're trying to buy something, get more money for a certain project. Like something's going on where you're putting a lot of energy into that going into the year. And quite frankly, there's some delays, there's some depression, there's some sorrow kind of on the horizon for you in 2021. And there's something about confusion here as well. I don't know what you could be confused about, but I don't know if it's because something's not going your way or because there's something that you're trying to map out and it's just not coming out that way. But there's a lot of confusion there. There's a lot of sorrow and tears. For someone, I just heard to tell someone that you are using work to run away from your problems. You're not even overworking because you need it. You're overworking because you don't want to have to deal But that could only be for a few of you, but I heard that very, very specifically. Either way, you're going to pull yourself out of this funk, especially if it's a financial funk in 2021. There's going to be a lot of hope. There's going to be a lot of prospects. You guys may be able to see some sort of opportunity. There may be some type of agreement or contract brought your way. A new job is definitely on the horizon. So there's some positivity. Like, I don't know. There's a lot of money here, but there's also a lot of hidden sadness. And I also feel like, and I mean, that I think was reflected in your January 2021 reading. But it's almost as if other areas of your life don't even exist, because I feel like you're just so focused on getting more. Materialism came up 3 times in your reading. And y'all, believe, if there's a Capricorn out there rolling their eyes at me right now because they are tired of hearing about their Capricorn traits of thinking about money, sames, okay? I don't want y'all to have readings like that either, but that's just what's showing up. So, but there was 2 cards that came out. I did some clarifying because, child, I don't know, like, this message was the same for me. So we got balance, practicality, and spirituality, and we got the answers you need are coming. Again, I feel like some of you are trying to avoid some sort of reality. Sorry, Capricorn, your reading cut out, so we just gonna have to like speed demon through this thing. Essentially, in 2021, you are going to need to create some sort of balance between your practical life, you were going to work, doing the basic things, and your spirituality, or more so just your self-care. I feel like you're not really putting a lot of energy into that. It's like you're looking for something or looking for answers. The word answers, looking for answers, keeps popping up for you. So I don't know what you're looking for, Capricorn. I don't know what more you're looking for or what clarity you're trying to receive, but I feel like a lot of your answers are going to come when you're still and not necessarily when you're pushing or working. In your love position, you got bold move. That came out real solid in your love position, okay? So we have an invitation, being proactive, taking steps, making things happen, gifts for someone or yourself. Then we have team awesome, healthy and open communication, spending time together, compatible and on the same page. And we also have hello. Okay, that is being distant, distracted, deep in thought, detached, aloof, not feeling it, finding answers in music. Now, there goes that finding answers again. You're looking for something. I feel like, honestly, just reading these all together, you may be in a great relationship. Everything's going great. They're great. You're great. Everybody's happy. But you're not really being present because you are making these bold moves. I feel like that is the message overall. I don't think this is going to cause issues in your relationship in 2021. It could, but I think it's just more of like they're being patient with you and they're just like, this is what they do. But once you're out of it, it's going to be very awesome. It's going to be very, give and take. Everyone's giving gifts. Everybody's woo-woo parading. But I think you do need to take some time out to smell the roses in 2021 for sure. You may be over kind of doing it. Otherwise, I'm seeing fluid, happy relationships. Let's get on to your career cards. Not that you need any. What came out was abundance, mindset. When I saw this card, I instantly heard that you are already abundant. You already have a lot. You've already done a lot. You've already achieved a lot. So there's really no need to try to get more. I instantly pictured a king sitting amongst all his riches and still being like, I need more. I'm literally the richest man on earth, but this is not enough. And I think that that's what's really going on. So it's almost like a gratitude card. Yes, take some time to smell the roses, but also don't spend so much time looking for what you're missing. Because some of you may be trying to invest, get a house, buy a new building, make some more money, pay some bills, save up. You're trying to do this thing, but you probably have already made your goal a long time ago. But because you're so busy, like laser focused in, you're not even looking at like what you've already created for yourself. Remember that you are abundant. You're not lacking anything. Okay, Capricorn, you're doing awesome. Okay, you're doing great. And so I picked out a card for you guys just for the year, something to remember, something to keep in mind for the entire year. And we have boundaries. Where do you need to establish better boundaries, Capricorn? And I think for you, just in general, what I'm feeling is that you need to set boundaries with yourself. Okay, you need to put a timer on your work. You need to put timers on how long you spend working on your passion projects, on your jobs. If you work 2 jobs, that's kind of a different issue. But if you take less days, spend less time there. If you have an off day, actually have an off day. Don't check your email. Don't go in, and do some overtime. Like, try to actually get some rest in and some enjoyment in. Yes, you're going to be abundant. Yes, you're going to have opportunities, but that shouldn't be all of what life is about. Okay, Capricorn? Thank you so much for watching this reading. Bye. Hey, Aquarius. Welcome to your reading for 2021. We're going to go ahead and hop right into your cards. I'm going to tell you right now, Through the Wire by Kanye West played in my head immediately after pulling your cards. So listen to the song. I think that's going to be kind of your thing for this year, Through the Wire. It's not going to be a tough year necessarily. This is definitely going to be a year of discovery, self-discovery. It's going to feel a little bit like a test, just a little bit. I don't think it's heavy. Normally when the 10 of Fire comes out, it is a card of a test, but I don't think that this is going to be a heavy energy for the year. I feel like it's something that only comes and goes, or only lasts very shortly. With the Outcast here and the Enslaved Prisoner, both of these cards are kind of fighting against negativity, fighting against self-doubt and not knowing who you are, causing frustration, like getting frustrated at the fact that you can't figure something out, and like kind of acting on all of these negative intentions just because you're confused or you don't feel sure or certain. We got the same with the Enslaved Prisoner, being like kind of being bound up, wired up, you know what I mean? And being held to some type of gossip, some type of defamation of character, some type of irritation in that regard. So think of the Outcast also as a card of saying, like, someone who keeps switching between things that they say they're going to do. You may start something and not finish it, or start doing this but decide that you don't like it anymore. Like, kind of being all over the place because you're trying to figure things out. Same here. This all may feel like spiritual persecution. You may feel alone. You may feel like no one gets it. You may feel like you're just pushing through hard times for like no reason at all. But this is a learning experience with the 3 of Air. Some of you may go through something negative. I really don't sense that. But some of you may go through something negative throughout the year that kind of like devastates you, or have went through something in the past that resurfaces itself in 2021. I don't believe that. I think that honestly, this energy is an energy of learning that this lesson that you're learning in 2021 is to propel you to where you're trying to go. But you're going to have to unlearn a lot of habits. You're going to have to unlearn a lot of ways of thinking, ways that you want to think, despite the fact that your circumstances are telling you something different. Like, you're going to have to kind of undo yourself in order to get to where you're trying to go. And that's going to be very frustrating for you, because you want to forge your own path. You want to do the things that you want to do in 2021, not, what society tells you to do. But I almost feel like that is kind of what you're going to push through and learn, is that it takes a little bit of going backwards to go forward. Then we also have the 4 of Water here. We're talking about missed opportunities, and having to wait for a new opportunity to come. Some of you may feel held back. I just heard to tell someone that you may feel held back, like energetically, like you're trying to rev up, like your engine's going, but you're not going and drive. There's the Ace of Earth here. This is like your glimmer of hope in 2021. You're going to get everything that you're trying to get. There's going to be some success in your contracts, the people that you associate with, some beauty, some fineness, but you just have to be willing to follow your first mind. And I think some of you are fighting against that. Like I said, you're trying to go in one direction when you know that you need to go in this direction. Try this direction. Try pushing ahead that way, okay? So let's get some clarity for you on what you need to know just overall. Let's see if we can get like some clarity on that. What does Aquarius need to know about 2021? What does Aquarius need to know about 2021? So we got right out, you and your loved ones are safe, new moon in Cancer, and a fiery climax approaches, full moon in Aries. So make sure you put your family first. Let someone get a bit closer to you. A new cycle is starting for your child or children. It's time to review your goals. Have they changed? Meditation will help you banish your insecurities. Spending time near water will help you bring peace and find answers. Being assertive is good. Just don't ride roughshod over anyone. If you're in a tense situation, meditation is your way to peace. Please don't be a baby. Sorry, but this could be the issue. You need to have more fun. Be nice Be kind, smile, and be polite as you navigate to where you want to be. So I think some of you may be in the energy of pushing, maybe in the energy of being kind of rough about what it is that you want to get. Like I said, you're pushing in a direction that you shouldn't go, and it's making you uncomfortable. And that is why, because it's not where you're supposed to go. Try to take the easy route for a little while and see if that feels better. Meditation will help. As you see, that came out twice. So it might be time to meditate, because I think that sometimes we're always looking for answers by trying to go get the answers. And sometimes the answers are already there. We just have to be still enough to listen to them. So let's get you some career clarifiers. What does Aquarius need to know about 2021 in their career and finances? Let's clarify that for Aquarius. What do they need to know about their career and finances in 2021? The zodiac sign Aquarius. 2021. What does Aquarius need to know? Abundance mindset. See, think, feel your abundance. No more complaining. If I'm not mistaken, I think you guys got that for your January reading. Try to keep your complaining to a minimum, because that just it affirms what you already think. Any more? Okay, attracting, not chasing. That's the energy. So pretty much keeping the vibe of you should walk after your goals, not run after them. You know, because anything that you are chasing is running in the other direction. Think of goals and anything else like you would think of an animal, a dog. If you chase a dog, they're going to think you're playing, and they're going to keep running. Keep running and keep running. They're not going to ever think like, maybe they're trying to catch me. They're going to keep running. And I think that's the kind of energy that's going on with you in 2021. Take some time out, take a step back, really get to know who you are, what it is that you want. Rethink anything. Like, do you even still want what you used to want? Do you want something new? If you still want those things, what are the steps? And that's when it'll come to you, okay, Aquarius? So let's see what's going on in your love and relationships, okay? What does Aquarius need to know about the love and relationships in 2021? Let's see. Okay, Aquarius, because it's crickets right now. What's going on, okay? Okay, finally, Jesus, okay. All right, so we got two cards here. We got kicking it. Just kick it. That's what I just heard. Kicking it. Kick off your shoes and relax your feet. Yeah, that's y'all right there. Okay, so we have in control, talented, driven, kicking bad habits, trying to score, team player, accomplishing goals. I feel like someone is kicking bad habits sticks out for me. Some of you are kicking habits in relationships, but I'm also feeling like some of you are just taking a relaxed approach to dating, if you're dating at all, if you even care. But there's also this, it's something there. I can't think of the words. Like taking a very calculated approach to love, almost, for some of you. And again, game face, same. Taking things very seriously, a competition, the look, in it to win it, fake it until you make it. So there's this kind of like seriousness, like you're still light and airy, but you're still serious, and you want what it is that you put into relationships. You want to get out of it, okay? So let's go ahead and wrap this up. Let's get you some one little card for the rest of the year. What does Aquarius need to know for 2021? Any advice for Aquarius in 2021? What do they need to hear and know? Okay, so we have do something to change your energy. Dance with life. Okay, I think there's all, which really surprises me. Oh yeah, and warrior woman. What is your deepest calling? There's this energy, Aquarius, of like you needing to take a step back from everything. There's this need for you to take a step back from your situation because there almost may be too much of a seriousness, okay? Kind of flow with life and let it all come to you in 2021, okay, Aquarius? Thanks for watching this reading, Aquarius. Bye. Hey, Pisces, welcome to your reading for 2021. My name is Shay. We're going to go ahead and hop right into your cards. Pisces, okay, it's not a bad year. Disclaimer, it's not a bad year. There is a lot of energy of restriction, restrain, kind of like being determined to be away. Some of you may start finding balance and trying to find your balance, trying to find your understanding in 2021. For some reason, I'm feeling like some of you may start eating a little more healthier. There will be some positivity and love. Some of you may have a strong male figure in your life that you know, start putting more energy into, but that's neither here nor there. Balance and practicality is really a big thing. Forgiveness to yourself, like emotional balance is almost the biggest thing and the biggest theme here. You'll find a lot of love there in accepting yourself for where you've been and what you've been through and pushing forward to the future. Not getting too stuck in the past, not getting too stuck in the future. That will be a big thing as well. But Shango, as well as even karma, kind of points out some type of legal issue. Some of you may lose some assets, I'm hearing. Divorce and separation do come up for some of you as well, but there's also this loss of something in a legal agreement or document. If not, for some of you, it may just be having issues in learning. Some of you may be in school and they may be, you know, stressing you out or not really getting you through the way you want to. Something's not going perfectly for you and you are worried about it, but know that your karma is set up greatly in 2021. You've done the work, you've done what you need to do. Anything as far as money will go in your favor, anything financial will go in your favor. You just have to believe in it, and honestly have a lot of patience. Like, I don't know, I feel like a lot of you are struggling with patience. So you guys also got Yamaya here, and the thing about her is that there is some type of, again, with the lost property and assets, but also being irritable and then causing irritation to those around you. And even karma hints at an apology. Justice needs to be served somewhere, whether that's the way you're feeling or the way that someone else is feeling. But that's the general gist, is that justice is needing to be served in 2021. So I went ahead and clarified it because the message, you have a lot of like face cards here. Okay, you have a lot of face cards here. Some of you could be dealing with someone of darker complexion than you, or a lighter complexion of you. There's a need for balance here. There's a need for water here and like a break and an emotional release here, because I feel like some of you are being just a little bit too like closed fist in 2021. But you'll discover that you'll find your balance, okay? So we got two things here. We have North Node, step out of your comfort zone. And we also have at the end of a tough cycle approaches. So we're going to read these to see what's the tea. Okay, so Capricorn, full moon in Capricorn. Release control and trust the universe. Like I just said, some of you are so closed fist and trying to like force things to go in a direction that you needed to go for your comfort. And that's not to say that there's anything wrong with that, Pisces, but I also feel like you're not considering the various things that go into play. Like, it's almost you're being so hard-nosed that you're not allowing blessings to seep in, because it needs to go just how you need it to go for you to feel comfortable, instead of, you know, being free and letting the universe handle it. But we have a professional project may be ending now. Admit if you've been overly hard-headed or hard-nosed. Find a balance in your personal and private lives. It's time to stop fearing the worst. Okay, how hard are you willing to work for what you want? Okay, if you're looking for a sign whether or not you should leave your job, this is a strong sign to make an exit. With love, this may be a call to face reality. If your personal life is in trouble, you need to prioritize it more, okay? And let's go to this next one before we read. Okay, and then we also have step out of your comfort zone. I know I'm headed in the right direction. You're headed for something that feels like destiny. You need to face your fear and get over it. Time to stop obsessing over something or someone. Stand on your own 2 feet. You've got this. Some of you are having the fear that you are not going to be able to accomplish something without someone. You know, and again, because your personal life your personal life is out of whack, or you're having issues with your friends or your family or whatever, you're causing, like, it's almost like it's seeping into every other area in your life, okay? So let's go ahead and clarify that. What messages do you have for Pisces in 2021 in regards to their relationships? Ooh. So you got looking closely, observing, nitpicking, creeping, situation magnifying, things getting rectified, and you also have island time. Okay, in your own time. Take your time. Active, have a relaxed attitude, be more lighthearted, and meditate. Okay. So like I said, some of you are not being relaxed. You need to take time out to really redo the situation, because I think you're trying to force love and relationships to go the way you want to. And again, with this nitpicking, obsessing, creeping, that keeps coming out. Again, some of you may be overlooking at people's words, overlooking at people's social medias, like really nitpicking every single interaction that you have, trying to see trying to connect the dots somewhere. And not to say that they don't need to be connected, but do you really need to drive yourself into a hole thinking about it? Let's think about that, okay? Let's clarify your career and finances for 2021. What messages do you have for Pisces in 2021 in regards to their career and finances? Ask for your needs to be met. Write out, what's up? Okay? God and the angels can come to your aid only if you make the free will choice to be helped. And it begins with asking. It doesn't matter how you ask God for help, but only that you do so. The same holds true for people asking to assist you. Okay? Accept the help that's being given to you. I feel like some of you are pushing away like really valuable love and help. Moonlighting, and we also have gratitude list. So with both of those, there's somebody out there that has to wrap their head around the idea that it's going to take a lot more work than what they're doing. You're going to have to work overtime. You're going to have to get off work and work on this. You're going to have to put more time and effort into something. Like that card said, be willing to like put yourself out there and like, what are you afraid of? Kind of go. The only way you're going to do that is by actually trying to go. Gratitude list. Be grateful for what you have. You know, and write those things out. Say those things to yourself in the morning if that helps you, Pisces. 2021 can be a good year, a really good balance year that I really do believe that you can find balance in, only if you're willing to, okay? So one last little hoorah. What does Pisces need to know about 2021? What messages do you have for Pisces in 2021? Just one card. What advice do you have for Pisces in 2021? Inner Temple. Devotion, tune into the portal of your heart. Thank you so much for watching, Pisces. Bye.